applicable today, but this generation have what it takes to stand and fight for their civil rights. God in the Bible recognized the ultimate union of man and woman as husband and wife, for life has taken a turn. Cohabitation is taking precedence in the order of succession. Why do many reality wives give a fictional portrayal of wives with no legal hold of their title? America's beauty is only skin deep. Beyond her surface lies political greed, economic difficulties, blood of soldiers not affiliated with the military, but of those who have lost lives in the streets of their communities. Fighting an international war that shows us victorious when domestically our numbers are dwindling. Bodies are progressing faster than minds. Girls are being taught in order to be accepted, they must be exploited. So they give themselves to boys who can afford them, and he too was being taught the same. Using his magic stick instead of his brain to attract the opposite sex, and the sex that they have creates a new strain of STDs while these are incurable. So they'll go die, and the cause of death will be labeled as ignorance. The latest racial tragedy was Trayvon Martin, where there was coverage about remembering him about wearing hoodies, but what about 15-year-old Stephon Walter Manuel Loggins Jr., who murdered the same month for the same racially motivated reasons? Except that deaths were left out of the media, and like winter, the season of hibernation is suddenly has gotten quiet. Sometimes his passing silence is overwhelming. We need to reinvent the Million-Man March and march on Washington. Let's march for something that defends the rights of us all, and not just when something happens. These words are not a disaster, only natural translated twisting comes. Consummating pen and paper with verb asphyxiations, tantalizing minds, bodies, and souls. Non-traditional soul food fed large quantities to nurture knowledge and awareness. Many think we have arrived what seems to be a joke when a black man these days, with other true words heard, that he will revoke his right to vote when he's actually elected. Clearly, we alone are not the reason Obama got elected. Sadly, there are others who share this rationality. Nowadays, small children go temper tantrums and are rewarded with tangible assets. Back in my day, they would have gotten their behinds kicked, and the Department of Children and Family Services didn't need to show up to handle it. Why is there more focus on banning gay marriages instead of TV shows with teen moms 16 and pregnant pushing baby carriages? We rely on the skilled school system to thoroughly educate our children, but keep in mind that textbooks contain a skewed view of historical events. At the time the Constitution Emancipation Proclamation was conceived, not all people were deemed equal seeds. Devalue life. Imitating people whose values are warped. Upholding gunshots as badges of honor instead of being on the honor roll, which is considered uncool. Taking another person's life instead of staying to school, and what they don't tell you is what happens next. Because when it's all said and done, that crime cannot be prevented. And guarantee those who lyrics speak words with instrumental beats backing them up ain't about that life. Only motivated by the accumulation of dead presidents, we cannot allow the media to raise our children anymore. Identities are being switched with 3 6s. Branding its followers like cattle, engaging in a battle we seem to be loose, and the decisions we choose and keep loose of alive. Catholic, while we destroy ourselves, as public service announcement is about change. People wake up and smell the aroma that's burning us. We must teach our past to have a place in the future. Salute those who have fallen so we may rise to the occasion. We stand for nothing, but we fall for anything. Complete opposite of what Martin Luther King Jr. saw in his dream. Let's regain our will to triumph in the face of adversity. Enough conversations been had, now it's time for action. Mathematically subtract low standards of mediocrity. Add intellect and self-worth. Divide carelessness and conquer vitality. Multiply beings who give a purpose. Remove fantasy and speak truth in all that you do. See, individually, we can make a difference, but collectively, we pack a mighty load. Let's prepare our children for the world ahead. So once we're gone,